Welcome back everybody, it's Di from 18 Mundy Street, and we're going to come along, you're going to come along with me, and we are going to be doing my design team project for September 2024, and we're working with Paperomia, and we're working with the papers called Rain. Now, they are beautiful. There's 25 pages, and they're all, I think it is set in Paris, but really it could be any large city in about 1950. Could be Chicago, really, but they're just beautiful. I love the rain. I'm one of those weird people that I'm happy to walk in the rain, singing in the rain. That's one of my favourite songs. Gene Kelly, of course. Love umbrellas. Love umbrellas. But yeah, rain makes me happy. Most people, I think it makes depressed, but I'm weird like that. I love the rain. So as you can see, we've got flowers, we've got the Eiffel Tower, we've got cars, and we've got water everywhere. Isn't that gorgeous? This is actually the one I chose for my front cover. So what are we going to be making today? You're probably thinking. Well, I went to the op shop not that long ago, and I picked up a couple of unusual little things, and they were only 50 cents, and I thought, oh, I'm going to, they looked like they were circa about 1980, and they were ready-made, something like Tom Holtz does with his ready-made little booklets and things. They were made out of very hard or very thick cardboard. And one is a tag book. I won't show you that because that'll probably feature in another design team project. But I thought I'm having those for inspiration. As one thing, when you are doing a design team project every month, sometimes you're searching for inspiration and other times it just comes to you. Isn't that great? Rainy days. We're just what's today, the 3rd, 4th of September, so it's 3 days into Australia's springtime, and we've had 37 degrees Celsius heat 2 days ago, and then we had 34, 33, and today it's 21. So I'm feeling cold. Tomorrow it could be snow, who knows. So that's just a go through of all the papers. Now, I printed them A4 firstly. Oops, oh, everything's falling down. I printed them A4, and they were originally papers that were 12 by 12. And the nice ladies at Paperomia, I said, can you bring them down to a PDF A4 for me to work with? Because my printer will not, I can't do, who can do 12 by 12, hello? So they put them down to A4 for me, because I was wondering how it would go bringing them down from a large size to an A4 and still getting the truck to look like a truck. They've done a great job. However, there is a bit at the top and a bit at the bottom. That can work with you, not against you. So I printed them out on the A4 first, and then I had this tiny, well, it's not tiny, how big is this booklet? This is the board I made. It's got 3 holes already drilled down the side of it. I think there's about 8 of them. They had these scalloped edges, and that measures 4 and almost 4.5 by 6. And I thought, what I did was I reduced the A4 and I printed them out at a A5. Now the A5, I haven't got one to show you, but of course smaller than this, and there was a lot of paper left, and I thought, right, what I'm going to do is these ones I just tore to be the right size to fit on the board, and I've used Artist's Mixed Media matte paste to adhere them, and I ran out, so then I used some Mod Podge. So that was good, but then I thought I want to do pages as well because there's only 8 of these. So what I did was, is that one glued together? No, that's not glued together. What I did was I folded, you can see how the big white space is at the bottom. I folded them to the right height, and that's folded in a bit there, and that's folded in a bit there. And then I thought I'll cut there was still a little bit on the side. Let's see, there was an end like this on the edge here, and one on this side. So I've cut those both off. And then what I've done is I've chopped those, I've just taken that the same height. And cut it in half. I'll just trim that up a little bit. And then I folded it off camera again. Gee, I'm shocking. You're supposed to learn, aren't you, Di? Never mind. So then what I've done is I've done a little pleated side. So I've taken half of that and I've come up like that, turned it over and brought that down. So I've got a little concertina pleat. And then I'm going to put that on the side here so that it can open up quite wide. I'm going to glue that in there. Where's one I've done? Here's one I've done. So you can see that when it opens quite wide because the pleat's there, so I'm really happy with that. The other side, because it's going to have holes in it, let's just pop this in and I'll show you what I did. So these are going to be pockets. There'll probably be 2 or 3 of them in between each image of the hardboard. Oh, the other thing I did, because they were brown cardboard board, the board thingy, I got it a book, was a horrible brown. I gessoed it white. That's going back a couple of weeks in readiness, and I did the same to the other book because I thought whatever I'm doing, I'm going to put mixed media on it for sure. So, and then we'll just glue this side to close that up, like so. And then this, the open side, this will be where the hinge goes on the left. So I'm just going to fold that up a tad, like that. I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to go that first one to it, and then both of them down. So that'll be quite a sturdy hinge because then I've got to put holes in them. And then I'm left with the white, but I found some lined paper that I had in my studio. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around that like that. And I'm going to glue that on that. So while it will be a pocket, you'll also be able to, what am I doing here? Oh, that's better, isn't it? You can see. And then I'm just going to glue that. And I thought this would be, because it's got lines on it, this would be awfully handy to perhaps write a list of all the things, all the ephemera that you've got in each pocket perhaps, or journal on, whichever takes your fancy. I just cut them to size. I've got one for each. And there we'll have it. And they're really, really sturdy. Really, really sturdy, and they're really, really great. So this will be a really unique little pad. So let's see, we've got one, put one in there, that's two, and then a board, and then 1, 2, then another board. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to put the holes in, and I can either do two things. Well, I can do lots of things, but I thought I could do a Coptic stitch binding, or for the first time in my life, I might use some rings. If I can get them narrow enough to go through the little holes, just have it a ring bound ephemera holder. I shy away from ring binding. I do not like it. I'm happy when other people do it, but I don't like it as a normal, just you know, normally. So let's see, have we got this, how far have we got with these ones? Okay. They're glued down at least. And they're glued down, so all I have to do is put the gusset in. I've got some already folded here. You might be thinking, well, which way do you put them in? And look, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Whichever way you like. It will work a treat, trust me. So if you're watching this, please like it. The YouTube algorithm needs to see me. I would love more people to be able to, and even my current subscribers, I'd like them to find me. I don't know about everybody else, but I mean, I follow over 300 or something people, and there's some that I think I haven't seen anything from them for a while. I wonder what's happening, and I'll do a search, and I've still got my thing on and everything. So I don't know what's going on, but it's not good. So I find them, but you have to think of them. Think, oh, I haven't seen such and such for a while. And the people that you watch regularly come up in your feed. But sometimes there's creators that maybe only come, you know, do something maybe, I don't know, sporadically. But it's lovely when you see them pop up and you go, oh, I love that. You get the notification. And I always have my notification bell on for everybody, because I want to be notified when they upload something. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, my watch, it's not, I don't think it's just getting out there, because I've got 2,000 wonderful subscribers and I don't know if they're seeing it. Oh, now see, talking, that's silly. Look at that. That was not meant to be there. I didn't put one of these on the left. Silly me. Good Christmas. That's all right. Fixed it. Silly talking, because this one we're just going to go over a bit. Right. I suppose I could do the rest of them off camera. I'll have to do the rest of them off camera. And then bring you back when we decide to put the holes in, and then we'll have to decide. I think that I have never done a Coptic. I tried it once, I found it really, I'm funny like that. Sometimes it's hard to follow things. It's just me. I have to watch things and understand it all the way through, and then watch it again and go slow. And okay, so that's oh yes, we've got to put the back on. Maybe if I stop talking, I think that's too wide. Just a tad. Just a tad. Got a new ink pad yesterday, the first one in about 5 years of the vintage photo. I do have a refiller, but what I've been finding is that sometimes the pad can go all hairy, and I tried to shave it down and flatten it out. It was leaving these little fibres, and I thought, no, I think it's time to get a new one. So, oops, I was going to do around here too. Okay. I really like the writing space on the other side, because you can flip through, and if you make a note, you could even make a note in pencil of what ephemera pieces, if you've got little ones, little pieces of ephemera, or really tiny little die cuts and things like that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Now, we didn't do this one either. Okay. Yeah, so a beautiful kit. Really, really beautiful. I like it. And I'm still in the middle of doing my memory journal. And I'm thinking about cars and things like that. Now, concentrate die, just one on the right hand side. Because with the holes and the rings, there's no way you could put it on the left, the right and the left. But this gives it enough width that okay. I thought we can cut that off at the top. Don't know how come that one turned out a little bit too tall. There we go. Yep, good. And then the left side we fold. And this was done on just 80 GSM photocopy paper. You wouldn't want to do this on very thick with the folding and the different layers. But I really like I didn't waste any paper. Well, except even the bits on the side I've used to do these concertina little things. So yeah, it's been quite good. Now, Paperomia are on Ko-fi. I'll put the Ko-fi link down below. You'd think I'd had 3 cups of coffee. I'm a bit nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. That one's a bit too wide as well. Great measuring die. Much better. Yep, like that. I'll also put in the description below all my fellow design team members, so if you'd like to go across and check out their wonderful things. We all do the same kit. Half of us do one kit and then the other half do the other next time, so we have 2 kits. That didn't even make sense, did it? Hang on, I'll start again. We have 2 kits per month, per 2 months. Well, I only do 1 kit a month. I can't do more than that. So I do 1 kit 1 month, and then I know which kit I've got for the next month. So, which is good. There's so much that I've got going on that I'm really happy with that arrangement. Okay, so 1, 2, then we'll take another board, pop there. It's going to be quite a good little sandwich. It's going to be great if I can manage to get something through these holes, otherwise it will be Coptic binding. Right, now, okay, so here we've got one. Nope, I haven't. See where I folded it up? It was a page like that with the A5 on it, and I've just folded it to fit the size of my covers, and I folded these in, which will make the tops nice and sturdy. So if you're going to be putting ephemera and everything in, so I thought, well, that's a good idea. Because originally I thought I might tea stain the back of this white, and then I thought, no, make them into pockets. And then from that idea I thought, yep, put some lined paper, and people can decide what they want to do with it. You can make it into just a journal, which would be adorable. I think the pockets give you such a wide variety of things to do with them. I really do. Because you put things in, then change it out. That's nice. Okay, now I'm just going to cut off this left side. Like so. And then the offcut I keep. That's the right height already. Oh, here's some I did earlier. We just want one of these on the right side. I'll pop that down there. Whoops. I think this might be a little bit too long too. Interesting. I'll just chop that off a bit level with the top. That's better. Went and had my hair cut this morning. Woohoo! It had been getting so long. I was like a long-haired hippie back to my teenage years in the 70s. Which yeah, doesn't help you when you're old, when you get on in age. I like it usually to my shoulders. I like it, I've got really curly hair, so I like it just to my shoulders. I don't like it any longer than that. You just needed to know that, didn't you? Okay, well what I'll do now, I'll just pause you and I'll be back when we get to making the holes. Back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Oh dear. Right, I have found 3 rings. I don't know whether they are going to be big enough, so I might end this here. This is how my project will look when it's all bound together. So I'm really happy with that. It's absolutely adorable. And what I'm going to do is I'll do another short flip through, and this was kind of like how I put it together. So if I decide to do the Coptic binding, if I decide to do the Coptic binding, I will bring you along for the ride on that one, but I think this is quite lengthy enough. Hope you've enjoyed that that little tutorial, kind of, craft with me, and I'll be back tomorrow when I'm fresh, and I've got to figure out how to get the holes all beautifully aligned, and if in fact you can do Coptic binding with 3 holes. And I know that this will fit in these holes, but I don't know whether they're going to be deep enough for all the pages, so a lot to figure out. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for staying with me. Sorry for the waffle. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned for the next one, part 2, in my design team project for Paperomia, using the papers called Rain. And I'll leave the link below on the Ko-fi store and on the Etsy store. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye. See ya.